Hey guys, Aswin here. Welcome back to another video where in this one I will be going in depth about guild battles and giving you guys some tips and tricks about what you can use in those guild battles and really get it done to the most efficient way possible. Right, I know that the guild battles has been out for a while now, so the reason why I don't really cover that as soon as they come out is because I like to take my time and experiment with things before I really give an in-depth review and guide on that. Thanks for bearing with me. And so going right into the guild, I own this guild called Myth, so you can see it from a kind of like a leader's perspective. Let's start off by looking at what you can buy with these tokens, right? Basically you can get the class up materials, or like all of them actually, rather, except for you can actually get all of them, yeah, even the top tier ones you can get. And you can get this bad boy right here, which is Runestone, and I'm gonna actually buy that one right now. It's actually really cheap. It's 3,000 guild tokens. You know, you can actually get this one within a week, because I certainly got it within a week. And the first time I came into this store, I was like, wow, it's like I feel like a kid again. Look at all these colors. Look at all these rainbow colors. I feel like I'm a kid in a candy store. And you got this pretty waifu right here, like a maid waifu, elven maid waifu looking at you, all starry-eyed. It's like, yeah, you should buy some of my candies, definitely. Maid, I'll definitely buy some of your candies. And look at this, I'm just buying candies left and right. No, I'm actually not. But this one, these ones are just like the weapons materials. So if you're kind of in short supply, definitely go ahead and purchase that. But I would only suggest you to do that after you buy the runestone, obviously. Now before I forget, I did last week's guild wars, and this is the reward I got for conquering the hardest difficulty that I did so far, and this is the rewards that I got. So I'll just claim that one. So this is the guild shared rewards, I believe. And then I'll show you the other one that I got, which I didn't get on this video, so I'll show you that one right now. Okay, so I got these rewards on my iPhone, and as you see, it's this one. So this is the personal rewards that you get for clearing the dungeons on this difficulty mode that I chose. So basically I chose this difficulty, which is the hard difficulty. This is what I chose, alright, and I got those two rewards and the other one that I showed you earlier. Basically, like, you can, as a leader, you can start any one of these difficulties and you get 2 chances per week, okay? So what this means, right, is that as a leader you should kind of plan and try to get these 2 chances all done. So say for example, if your guild has a lot of people in their level 40s, I suggest you do this one, the normal one. But if they have a lot of people in their level 50s, then definitely go for the hard mode. Because I had a lot of level 40s, like mid 40s to low 40s in my guild, and I started at hard, and it took them 1 week to finish this whole thing. So that's definitely not a good idea what I did, but it was a good learning experience. So what I did this week is I started one on normal, which means after they finish that, I can either start at hard again or I can start normal. So I'm kind of like holding all the cards here. So like after we finish normal, which I'm definitely sure we're going to finish, I can either choose going hard one or another normal, depending on the time that we have remaining. See how we go. And this is like what happens when you have really good guild members. Obviously, the more hard the stages are, the better rewards that you're gonna get. Now coming into this guild wars, we have the contributions list, so you know who to kick if they have like 0 total. Just kidding. And also you have the guild battle rewards, which this is your personal reward. So if you get to an X amount, you can sort of claim that. That's going to be in your mailbox, I believe. And this is the shared guild award, which means that everyone is going to get these juicy tokens and cash in their mails. So you see that if I'm on my hard mode, I was getting way more. I was getting like 150% 100% times this one. Now, first time I saw this, I was like, oh, this is like chess pieces, but except it's not exactly chess pieces, because in chess there's like a horse and I don't see any horse, but that's definitely like a bishop to me. Yeah, let me know what you guys think that these pieces look like to you. But yeah, that might be a knight, you know. So knight, maybe this is a queen, this is a rook, and this might be a king. So as a fan of chess, I really admire what they did. This looks very strategical, which is cool. But it's kind of static and it's non-moving, so I really wish that they could add some animation to this, if you know what I mean. Like at least make some fog effects or something like that, make the map kind of glow or something, you know what I mean, like make these things kind of swing. Anyways, back to the point at hand. So you have all these stages, and if you dominate one stage, you can get a reward, as you see there, and that's going to be sent to your mailbox at the end of the guild wars. Alright, so keep in mind that you can't get it straight off the bat. It has to be after you dominated everything, then you would get the reward in your mail. So basically, to make the most out of it, you would only use a unit that has the power up symbol. Alright, and after you use the unit, like after you use a unit in the battle, it's gone for a day. Okay, so you see how it's disabled a lot of my units. That means I already used all of these in the previous battles. So entries is unlimited. All right, this mode, I mean, guild battles takes up a lot of time. Like, I'm not even kidding, it takes a crap load of time, which is probably the reason why they added the Secret Realm blessing to kind of speed up the rest of the progress, since this is taking up a lot of our time. So anyways, back to my point. You can bring these guys, but they're gonna be used up and you can't use them again. So which means a really good tactic that you can employ is use supports. Okay, so for example, if your teammate has a Cherie and it's a really high level Cherie, like say for example, your teammate is bringing a level 50 Cherie, like a well equipped level 50 Cherie into this fight that's level 42. Then what you can do is just bring supports. Okay, like it could be a level 40 support or it could be a level 30 support, doesn't matter. For example, Anna, she's a really good low level support, because what she can do is she can buff and do amazing buff to your team, and that buff is not reliant on her equipment or her stats. So that means she's very effective at low levels. So if you have a low level faction buffer, definitely consider getting that. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you just level your units up to level 35 where they can get the faction buff, definitely go ahead and do that, because your faction buffs are going to be very, very valuable here. So even like Grenier, he's got a faction buff for the glory team. So if you have him at low levels, that's completely fine. Just bring him to these battles, because your faction buff is amazing here. If you have a level 50 carry, just bring Grenier to faction buff her, or like a really low level healer, and that's all you need. Okay, because that one carry can most likely carry you if the level is low. Okay, this is one strategy that I've been employing, and that's gonna make me able to attack more of these fortresses. Moving on, I will talk to you about another hint, which is you need to attack all of these at least once. Okay, so don't be late in attacking. Try to attack these at least once, that way you're going to get the bonus reward, I believe. If you attack it, then you can get this one. I'm not sure exactly, I'm not sure 100%, but I'm pretty sure that you get a bonus reward after you attack it just once. So don't be lazy and at least attack one of these and keep track which ones you attack. Alright, and finally I'm going to show you a sped up clip of the guild battle, and I'm going to commentate on it. Now see, note that when I just get in, the first thing I tell my teammates is that I'm going to carry this, so which means they can just bring support only, and just to help me out, support me, so they don't have to bring their strongest unit, which means that we don't have to waste 2 units. Okay, and as you see, I'm 9 levels above the monsters here, which definitely means I can carry this, no worries at all. And spells like teleport is actually pretty good here as well, because like your stats aren't dependent on that move being good. You can reposition something that's in trouble, or you can teleport offensively very, very well. Well, one of his healers gets shafted right there, but no worries. And you see, after we kill this wave, right, like more of these pop out, right? So the trick here is you're gonna need to kill these as quick as possible. It's not all the time you can do like slow luring, slow baiting, and waiting for your cooldowns to reset. There's none of that here. A lot of times you have to kill as soon as possible, right? Because if the next round of monsters spawn, they get buffs as well. Just on top of everything, they get buffs, I believe. So not only they get buffs, like you're gonna be flooded with monsters. So there's no trigger here that, oh, after you kill X amount of monsters, the next wave spawns. It's not of that nature. They just mercilessly keep spawning, okay? Okay, check this out. About to use teleport spell on my carry, and as you'll see, it's a really good spell for getting around the map, just because it helps you boost killing things quicker, right? And also for that reason, Letitia is also very, very good here. So another thing to keep in mind is that you don't know the locations of where they spawn unless you memorize this map exactly. So a good idea is to bring a tank, which means you're going to be safe just in case they spawn out of nowhere and ambush you like that. So this is if you don't know where they're going to spawn exactly, alright? So please keep with your tank just to be safe. And I like the ambience of this map, like, because at least this one is a bit, you know, seems a bit bloody, I guess. Because the other ones, you have like a dungeon, and the dungeon isn't even, like, hasn't even got any cobwebs or any skeletons in it. And it's got like all these monsters, like demons spawning out of it. There's no ambience at all. It's just like a prim and proper sort of castle, you know what I mean? So it's, I mean, in one way, like, it was trying to be Diablo, but in another it's not. Yeah, the first time I played it, I was literally expecting like a Diablo, like a huge Diablo monster, that like a monster that takes up 5 tiles or something, and it's actually like doing some cool boss effects, you know. I was really expecting something like that to pop out, but there was nothing of that nature, to my disappointment. And all you get were like these beans from another dimension, as you'll see later. See? These beans, they're from another dimension because they get this like super cool buff, right? And yeah, I really thought they were from another dimension, but like there was another buff that I saw was like purple-ish, and I thought, wow, these guys are definitely from the other dimension. But anyways, I teleported the wrong tank here, and we're gonna actually lose this because look at this. He got a sneak attack and he got a gale off, and that killed me. So we actually lost this one, and we lost because that Freya had no equipment on her. So I should have teleported the other tank to protect me. But there's one more thing that you have to know, is that whatever you do, don't retreat out of these battles. Kill as many things as you can, because the more you kill, right, the more domination it's going to cause, the more points that you're going to get. So definitely kill as many as you can, okay? Now fortunately we were able to beat it the second time round, and you can see on this screen the rewards that we got. Okay, so before I end the video, come and check this out. This was from my live stream earlier, and just look how much this resembles Diablo. See? all of a sudden these demon looking skeletons and, you know, demons actually pop out of nowhere in this dungeon looking cell, and this is the most PG-13 resemblance of Diablo I have ever seen. Look at that. It's like a cell in Diablo, but there's no skeletons, no cobwebs, there's no dark ambience. It's like even the lights are on. If I were directing this game, I would actually like fire my ambience designer, because I definitely want to make this more dark, because I want to actually feel scared with these monsters, but I'm not actually being scared. Alright, so that'll do it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this guide and me sharing my experience in guild battles. So I want to hear from you guys as well, so feel free to share some of your tips and tricks in the comments below. So yeah, I hope to see you all again, and stay tuned if you want to see more content like this. Peace out, guys. Peace.